How about now? Ooh, that's a bit louder than I was expecting. Let's tone that down. Boop-a-doo-boo. Hello, Sinan. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the note. I had some issues in the last few weeks. Also, pretzel's very loud. Let me bring that down a bit. Background music. I was off last week, so my setup isn't all ready to go. That's still a bit loud. Why is that coming in a bit loud? There we go. So, I'll start again. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Today I have a few interesting things. I've got a slightly longer list, which is never a good thing because I've never, not once, reached the last item on my list. So we'll see how we do. It is an Empress heavy day today. So for anybody who doesn't know, Empress is the Jamstack solution in Ember, and I kind of built most of it. Welcome, welcome, Min-the-Me. You didn't miss the beginning. I was here for 3 minutes and it was all microphone issues. So yes, what is the plan? The plan for today is that I'm going to, as the to-do list says, I'm going to clean up an issue that I opened on stream a few weeks ago, and merge a pull request which I was working on late last night, and then I'm going to move on to Ember CLI Showdown upgrade. I acquired a new add-on yesterday. It was an add-on that needed a little bit of love. It is being used quite a lot, but the maintainer has moved on, so I got them to transfer to me, and then I moved it to the Empress org. So we're going to do a little bit of upgrade cleanup there because I am on a deprecation hunt, and that's my next item. I'm going to add a deprecation check to field guide, which is my last item, Universal Design System. I am talking at Emberfest this year. Whoop, whoop. And I need to do a little bit of conference-driven development and have a think about what the actual talk is going to include. And that's it. That's the introduction. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, Min-the-Me. Okay, so let us have a look-see. Let's jump right into it. So, here we go. This is... Yes, Min-the-Me. Finally getting to see you in real life after all this COVID situation. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was going to go to Emberfest for a while, but the plans are made. We're going to go. The flights aren't booked yet, but that will happen on Monday. Okay, cool. So what do we have here? So just to give a bit of background, Jordan, yes. I'm always confused with Jordan because he's this name on GitHub, and then he's Alex or something like that on Discord, and then Jordan in real life. So it's kind of hard to keep track. So Jordan came up with this great idea. Allow arbitrary metadata in all content. And he opened it in January. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's not January anymore. So this has been sitting idle for a little while. What actually happened here is that I had some ideas about maybe we shouldn't do this, maybe we should do that. And most of my concerns were around the documentation and the default nature, because Empress blog is supposed to be for absolute beginners. And some of the documentation here was not necessarily beginner documentation. It was intermediate expert. Very useful stuff, but I wasn't comfortable in merging it in its current state. And if you look at the actual files changed. That's it. That's the main point of this merge request. But there's some other changes here, and then there's other stuff. And looking at the commits, that was all in one commit. So I wasn't able to easily pull it apart. So instead, I just manually pulled it apart. I merged update models to classes yesterday. So this is just turning, let's see, add-on models author. Ooh, look at how fancy that looks compared to add-ons model author. So the old way of doing it. Or so app models author. I also moved it to the add-on, which is better for reasons. So this is the old way. This is the new way. And then I split the actual work into the actual work into this. Just adding meta to each of our models. And then to the index that actually reads this meta value. And that's it. So what we're doing, as I say here, I'm not including the changes to the blueprints or the documentation. So what I've done is I've extracted Jordan's work. Ooh, something in my eye. Oh no. So I've extracted Jordan's work, the actual working part of it, so that he can run his blog without a forked version of, oh god, give me 1 second. Ooh, I had a full-on eyelash in my eye. I didn't want to. Ooh, what's this? Aidan Bennett Live. 300 total to add goals UI to the overlay challenge. Ooh, thank you, Aidan. Yeah, it's a good time to remind everybody that if you are in the chat, here, wherever it is, there are channel points that you collect while you're hanging out. Well, that's interesting. Oh, speaking of, who's this? Min the me. We really want the goals UI to the overlay. So I have 3. There's 3 days left on this. Community challenge 75% complete. Okay, so let me go and fix something actually. I'm going to go and extend these so that they don't run out. These are kind of longer term ones and I don't actually want them to run out. Dashboard.twitch.tv. I should probably do this in the break instead of boop-de-boo. Ooh, I got a few follows since last time I logged in. Nice one. What am I doing? Viewer rewards, channel points, community challenges, extend the full amount. You can't have it like an infinite number of days. But you can extend it every so often so it doesn't run out. Cool. So a 75% way there to the goals UI. Okay, so let's go. Yes, so this merge request is actually just adding the attribute thing, and it's, it works. Now there's a few failures here, but they're not real failures. So we're just going to merge this, bing bada boom. Automatically delete the branch, don't need to do anything. And where do I have Empress blog up? Atom member template, no, I'll just make a new one. cd git, is that a bit small for y'all? Git open source Empress blog. Git checkout master. I don't think I've moved to main over here. Git pull. Oh, I restarted this morning. Git pull. We try that again. Yeah, npm run change log. Ooh, we've got a sub. Thank you for the sub, Aiden. Well, you're in for a treat because I don't know if I did this since last time, but we now have an emote. Yes, emote for subs. Relate one Rodney. The best of emotes. That's my little pup. My teacup Yorkshire Terrier. From Yorkshire. Which if I'm not mistaken is close enough to your neck of the woods, Aiden. Okay, where am I? I did my changelog. Okay, let me see if I have guide maker, showdown, deprecation error, Empress blog. It is here. So thanks for the sub, Aiden, and now you get to use the emote. Fantastico. So what are we doing here? Update models to classes, add Ember deprecations, add a test with latest Ember data. Allow arbitrary metadata for all content. Cool. I'm going to do that as a minor 3.4.0 because it's a new feature. Update changelog, and then we're going to go MP. Nice one, Aiden. Yeah, I used to live in Yorkshire, in Harrogate for a little bit, in Leeds for a little bit, and then near Leeds in Guiseley. I actually owned a house there for ages. Hello, Peter. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Did I say 3.4.0? Where are we? Empress blog, changelog. Yes, I did. Minor. So this is me releasing a new version of an add-on, Empress blog, which is an add-on. And in fact, Aiden, you're using Empress blog, so this is relevant to you, but also kind of not relevant because the feature I'm adding is kind of stealth feature, not documented. And useful if you're extending Empress. Ah, nice one. Yeah, Harrogate's a nice part of the world. I did love it over there. It was it's a bit sad that we had to leave, and a little bit sad that it's hard to go back now with the Brexit malarkey. Happily live in Leeds again. Wait, what? There's a software and game development category? When did that happen? Let me go and see if I can change the stream information. Let me see. Ba-ba-da-bum. Edit stream info. What? Done. How's that? Did that put me in the right place. Just added this month. How do I know these things? Should I be like subscribed to a Twitch creator what's the word? Newsletter. Oh, I'm thinking in code too much, so I can't remember anything. Right, let me see. I need to redact the screen. Ba-doom! Redacted. I redacted the screen, but I had to also like resist the urge to read out my one-time password. Okay, so this is cool. When I use np to release things, it actually opens a window for me. Just did it in the wrong window. That's okay. So it wants me to edit a it wants me to edit the release, and I usually just copy and paste what I put in the changelog, and then I go publish. God, there's lots of people chatting today. This is brilliant. Twitch user voice. So there's a Twitch user voice? Huh? No way. I'm learning everything today. Oh my word. That's a lot of ideas. Oh my word, that's a lot of ideas. Yeah, I'll probably look at that some other time. So Aiden, you have opinions. You think it shouldn't have happened? You think there shouldn't have been a programming and game development section? Oh, you're heading on. Thanks for popping in, Peter. Okay, this is done and released. Nice one, Peter. You are number one and immortalized in a badge that's incredibly small now that I think about it. Right there. Look, that'll be in the VOD for forevermore. Top of the leaderboard. Okay, so this is now released in the 3.4.0. Ta-da! Oh. Boom. That's an interesting point, Aiden. Yes, the game dev part is a challenging one. Sorry, my wife's just texting me. Push and hold the button till it boops. Sorry, my wife is texting me. So Aiden, you do make an interesting point. Game dev is different to regular programming, etc. But there are tags. The thing that I was mad about with science and tech was when I wanted to go and see development, I'd see a bunch of things in like the Ducks live stream or whatever. Like that can stay in science and tech, and having that polluting the same as the programming thing felt a bit weird. But you can use the tags to filter for web dev in the programming one. Hold on 1 second, I'm just coaching my wife on how to turn on the kids' Bluetooth headphones. Yes, my 2-year-old has Bluetooth headphones. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. My little one, my not so little one, she's 2 years old now, has gone to creche for the first time this week, and she's actually off sick today. She had a bit of a funny tummy, so keeping her home. Let me see. So I think there's one last thing that I want to do here. So I said earlier on that this pull request was like a sorry, my wife's still texting me. 1 second. Flashing light. Maybe it's... Right. So this is like an extraction of this thing here. Allow arbitrary metadata for all content. So let's go and have a look. Field guide, Empress blog. If we go in here, we can see this is Jordan's actual. I've already fetched, so I don't need to do that. This is his PR. So I'm going to rebase that on master. It's going to fail for various reasons, but that's okay. Bing, ba, boom. Rebase. Bing, bada, boom. Oh, wow. What happened there? Empress blog. Let me have a look at what the changes are now. Changes. It's just the blueprints. Post tag tests. Yeah, okay, cool. So now I'm going to force push that. Bing, bada, boom. And now I'm going to say I've changed the title of this PR so that it's about documentation now, since the implementation was merged in cool. So we've done we've done the PR aspect. So now our timer has ended. So let's go to our just chatting. Ooh. So this has been a very active chat this morning. I have to have a look at this new section on Twitch. Let's have a look together. Oh, well, you can't see my screen. Software and game development. This is brilliant. Much better. Am I in there? I am on there. Nowhere near the top, though. Programming, web development. What? So it's still... it still has odd things in here, like the fart simulator. Like, that's not a person programming, and it's not game development. That's just like type in the chat and you can make it fart. I assume. I've never actually looked at it. Yeah. But this is looking way better. This is great. This is like a whole bunch of the people that I was looking for when I went into the science and tech. Wait, what? There's an EmberJS book club app? What is this? Somebody else is streaming book club? EmberJS? This is pretty cool. Yeah, no ducks. It is definitely progress. I'm going to follow this person so that I know. I'm following somebody while I'm actually streaming right now. Relate is following. Somebody else is streaming EmberJS. I'm very, very excited about that. EmberJS. Can I search for EmberJS? No, it's not really. Not really showing up as anything. So it wasn't the University channel one. Is it the University channel? It's called no, it's Infandel, software and game development. No, it's not the. Well, that was like Haunted Book Club or something. I can't remember what that was called. But yeah, that or something for the dead. I can't remember. This is just some other randomer. Very cool. Don't think I know them. Woo! Empress popular, yay! Yeah, I think Aidan, you were following me. I think you followed me while you were watching Robotic Head. Because I was chatting away in there. I need to get back to him on a few things, but yeah. Okay, 50 seconds, and then we can get back to coding. Somebody texted me as well. Let me see what they were trying to tell me. Yeah. A friend of mine, Pat, just texted me congratulating me on speaking in Emberfest, which I am looking forward to, but also it feels weird going out into the world. Three seconds, 2, 1. Let's do this. Let's get back into the programming. Can I shout out the channel? I'm gonna shout it out. Boom. If they're still streaming when I am done, we can go and raid them. Okay. So we can close this now. We can close this now, and then we can go in, and because I'm doing it super manually, where's my thing gone? Change log. Boop. 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 Where's my... there we go. There's my stream overlay. Let's go and move our active one to the next one. So that little moving to the showdown upgrade. Oh, actually, that's not true. We're still on the other one. I'm pretty sure that is... Oh no, it restarted. Oh no, that's right. It kept the time. That is in the community challenge. Add a button to move the task list forward. That's what that one's called. Cool. So we're still on cleanup. This was actually merged. And it was released. So three point 28.1, I think. Whatever version it was released in. This is probably a bit small for y'all. Let me go. Oh, too big. I don't even know where the thing's gone anymore. Released in. The problem is fixed now. Ta-da! Comment. Let's make it a bit smaller than that. It's a little bit insane. Okay. Cool. I commented. Close issue. Closed. Perfect. Now we can move this to the next one. Is it going to keep my 2233? Oh, look at that. The fact that it's persisted the time on the refresh. Oh, amazing. Ooh, what's that, Aiden? You're going to be putting a video together for how to install Empress blog? That is very cool. If you share that in the Ember community Discord, I will retweet that so hard because that would make me very excited. Like, there's one thing when you build something and people start using it that you get this like warm and fuzzies on the inside, and it's like, yay, people are using it. But like when somebody's communicating to other people that they should use it, that's like a whole other feeling entirely. Okay, cool. So what are we doing? We have showdown upgrade. So we have this thing here. which are a bunch of stuff that I'm just going to look at all my work. See it? All gone. I just removed it all. And let me give you a bit of an update. So this thing, Ember CLI Showdown, is a little bit out of date. It currently has Ember CLI 218. Let me see what source it is. 218. So it's the version is on 218. And what I did yesterday, I updated it from using Locks, you will get kicked if you're not careful. For anybody who's reading this in the future, Locks is the biggest troll. Ember is not a dead framework. Do not listen to him. He's also a very good friend of mine, so he's giving me a hard time. So what I did yesterday is I converted this add-on that I have acquired, Ember CLI Showdown, from using Travis to using GitHub Actions. Oh, hey, Alex. This is great. Everybody's around. It's like hanging out with all my friends. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Aiden, that would be great for a video. The good old days of Travis is gone. Yeah, I really need to maybe pick up the RFC. Ember RFCs. Somebody started an RFC for moving away from Travis. GitHub? God, where is it? Replace Travis CI with GitHub Actions. So somebody started this, but it like caused a bunch of conversation, and then it was very much like oh, I don't have the time, don't have the motivation or time to actually work on it to get it over the line. But this is like super necessary. If anybody had the time or motivation to like read all the comments and incorporate it back into the RFC, that would be super awesome. Anyway, we're getting distracted because I actually already did the GitHub migration. And what I'm aiming to do here is I want to make sure that this has no deprecations in it, because I think it's causing some deprecations in Empress related things. So what I tend to do when I'm doing this is I come in here and I go and find out what version it's on, 218, very long time ago. And Empress blog, that's not it. Empress CLI Showdown. I'm going to redo what I started yesterday. So I did Ember CLI update to 2.18 reset. Oh yeah, Alex, you're not working on Ember at the moment. That's sad. Locks, yes, you make a good point. The very specific ideas that you're talking about, I think he actually listed them in the comments. So I think the only thing that needs to be done is read the comments and make sure that the RFC reflects that. Okay, so what have I done? I have run reset, which essentially pretty much deletes everything. And what it does is it's like it resets the output here of this add-on to what you would get if you did Ember add-on and then like you generated a new one. Ember new output. So it's similar to Ember new output, which is for new apps. You also have Ember add-on output. And if I go in here and look for 2.18, actually interestingly, let me go and have a look at, I think 2.18 was the last one of the 2 series. It was. So if I look at 2.18.2, this is now exactly what is in here. So this is exactly the same output as if I created a new add-on. And you'll see that there's some changes on some files. Other files are deleted, but we'll fix that in a second. And what this means is that whoever updated Empress CLI Showdown updated the versions of things in package.json, but they didn't update the blueprints or things that would have been new for them. So this is like resetting it back and getting new fancy stuff. So I'm going to do that now. So what's this? We're going to do the CI thing in a minute. Just adding in the things. We'll worry about the CI thing in a minute. License. Cool. Yeah. Well, that was generated in 2015. That's 1,000 years in web years. Oh, this is interesting. Build status. Ooh, Ember Observer Score. Is that a thing? You can have a button for Ember Observer Scores. Nice one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep that. So this is interesting. Yarn test. What have we got? Okay. Yep. Min the Me said it makes a good point. If you want to get into the Ember stuff, just start streaming it. It's what all the cool kids are doing these days. Previewing Ember serve. Yeah, that's fine. Running to previewing. Development. Installation. We don't need a bearer install. Oh, did I just delete development? Cool. So now we're doing git clone. Yeah, they've stopped doing. This is interesting actually, because what the hell? Okay. Read me. This is weird because it's like trying to undo a whole bunch of stuff. So we don't want installation. Don't want to get rid of any of this. I'm gonna keep all this, keep all this, keep all this. Cool. Don't want this one. Don't want to delete that. And we do want those changes. So what does that look like now? Empress CLI Showdown. Fastboot compatible. Nice. Yeah, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Nice one. So we do want that. Do want that. And we do want that. Okay, cool. So these are the changes that we want to make to the README. Okay. Do we need a git keep? Might as well, so it doesn't try and create it again. So this is another thing that happens when you ooh, interesting. I've got a question in the chat from Alex. Controversial question for you. What do you think about a company forcing devs to create company-specific GitHub account? I think that's bad. I think that there's enough protection in GitHub for you to have private repos that, like, there's no way of you knowing that the person is working on that thing. So like you could see when somebody's like, I don't know if I have any private repos, but you see that thing when you look at somebody's GitHub profile, github.com and so on. You get to see their contributions, and like this list here includes like private repos essentially. But yeah, I don't think it's good that you have a separate account, because then this is your cred. This is like, well, I know there is a whole criticism against actually using this as like a metric of how good you are at programming, because some people don't do any open source programming. But if you're doing programming on GitHub, you might as well get the cred for it. Anyway, that's my opinion. Cool. So this is another side effect of doing the Empress CLI update reset. It actually deletes your component. This.html, that's a bit weird. So you just have to undo that, because you don't need to care about that stuff. No. Ember try. Okay, so we've got some Ember try stuff. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, we'll worry about that in a minute. Yes, we don't need to do that because it was in the overrides now. Don't need to do that anymore. Index. Name Ember CLI showdown. So we do need to do this. We need to delete the ESLint env node, because that was actually added in the ESLint config overrides. But then if you go in here and you look at all the stuff that's been deleted, that's the actual code. So we're not going to do any of that. This one becomes a bit more complicated, but we'll come back to that. Testum, whole bunch of testum stuff. ESLint env test page. Oh, it's making it JS rather than JSON-y. Launch in dev is just Chrome now. Phantom's gone. Browser args. Yeah, we'll do all of these things, because I don't understand it. Test ESLint or C. Don't need that anymore because it's in the overrides. JS hint or C. Get gone. Yeah. Yeah. No, because that's like just deleting our code. Let me see here. Oh, so this is just adding the Empress CLI config. All right, what's going on here? Environment. Date. That's moving where extend prototypes goes. Auto boot false. That's interesting. It's just for dummy. Root URL. So we don't make that change. We do make all the other changes. Environment. Don't need that. What's this? Cross domain. Yeah, delete it. That's cool. Resolve. Promise. Resolve. Ooh, interesting. Fancy. Helper's resolver. It's been deleted. That's okay. Let's see. Hopefully this all works. Start app. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Test integration. Get keep. Might as well keep it. Components. Oh, this is an actual test. We don't want to delete our tests. Yeah, cool. That seems fine. We don't want to delete the test. Vendor get keep. Okay, fine. And we don't want to delete. Do we want to delete yarn lock? Okay, so we've we've got a lot of comments in the chat. Let me see what's going on here. It's easier for security. Locks, yeah, JS hint. Oh my. Yeah, I feel like they're going against the norm here, Alex. So I'm not going to specifically bash them on here, but I'm generally bashing people who do that because it seems odd. Okay, so this one's going to be more of a tangle. We're going to have to keep the stuff that we care about. Repository. So it looks like... Okay, so first of all, the repository is moved. Second of all, it looks like the order has changed here. So let's put that in. Package.json. So yeah, we'll commit those. So the difference here is that I guess if you're looking at this, you can't really see what I'm doing because I'm hitting enter to commit the line, and I'm hitting backspace to like delete the line, essentially, to like not make those changes. So we have lint.js has been added. Cool. Start, test, try each. So I added test Ember. Because my CI is doing test Ember. Boom, 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 boom. Lint.js. Test Ember. Ember test. Start. Okay, that's fine. So dependencies. Ember CLI Babel. Interesting. It's already been upgraded higher than what Ember CLI update wants to bring us to. So I'm just going to undo all of those. Cool. Ember CLI. Oh, wow. They're using carrots. It's not a problem here, but that's the wrong thing to do. You need to use... You need to use tildes for Ember-y things. Okay, so we will do that. Ember Ajax. So we didn't have Ajax in there, but it wants to add it. But we're not doing anything Ajax, so let's not. Let's commit that. Ember CLI dependency checker. It's gone up. ESLint. Ember CLI ESLint. HTML bars inline precompile. Cool. QUnit being downgraded, but that's yeah. Let's. It's not a problem because actually it's a caret, so it'll go to the same thing. Ember CLI Uglify is being upgraded. Prototype extensions being upgraded. Ember Open Browser. What is Ember Open Browser? I don't know if I agree with this. I'm not going to include that again. Empress source. Again, tilde please, folks. Loader.js. Again, that's not going to make a difference because it's caret. ESLint plugin Ember. ESLint plugin node. Perfect. My word, what's going on here? God, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to support node 4. Holy moly. Config path, test dummy config. This is now Empress. Oh, I can't edit here. I have to jump to file. Oh, I need to go back in and undo these changes. Close that file, open it up again. Yep, that's fine. Oh, did I do? Yeah, I didn't push the wrong button. So this is now Empress. Okay, hooly booly. So let's do a yarn. Oh, in fact, I don't like yarn. Okay, what am I going to do here? Okay, let's do an npm install because I don't like yarn. I'm going to move it to npm. So what's this? I think we said that we're happy with what's left, so I'm going to commit that. We're going to undo a few things here. So I'm going to get rid of yarn because I don't care about yarn. And then I'm going to go into the Ember try, which is another thing we need to figure out. Don't want yarn. Now, so we had 2.4 in here before. 2.4 and 2.8. And that's been replaced with 2.12 and 2.16. So let's put them back in. Uh, 4 and 8. Oh, see you in a bit, Min the me. I am actually going to go for my 5-minute break. And we'll come back to this in a minute. Just chatting. So I'm always a fan of this Pomodoro technique thing because it is, I think, excuse me, I think it's impossible to just continue working solid. Maybe you could do it in a sprint or whatever, do one of them maybe a week, but doing it every day, nah. Yeah, I'm very much do things in bursts. What's going on here? Okay, so let me see. Did I miss any chats? Yeah, Alex, NPM, all the things. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, yarn can go bye-bye. I do not think it is of any use anymore. Locke's offering some Rust streaming. I know next to nothing about Rust. But, you know, I'm happy to help you get set up streaming if you need the help, but I suspect that you don't because you've got all the awesome tech. I don't know if you got the software set up, but that's a different kettle of fish. Well, actually, I'm looking at this and my thing is misaligned. Let me just go down a bit. Is that a bit better? Oh, still a bit of an air gap. Boop. Pixel movements. that's better. Yeah, I have a very basic OBS scene as well, Locks. I am very much messing. Yeah, this is turning into a Frankenstein at the moment. But I watch a streamer called White Panther. Ooh, I'm going to shed out because I can do that. No, how do I do this? I go twitch.tv and I'm going to go and find show more. Show more. Come on. Well, how is this even sorted? She's streaming or something? I don't know. Where's she gone? Twitch.tv/. Why, there we go. Found ya. Shout out blah. So White Panther is great streamer. If you think that this is a good overlay, her overlay is like next level, and like when people follow it, like floats this snow of like their icon. Oh, it's really cool. But she showed off what her overlay was on day one, because she still had the VOD, and it was basic. It was very, very basic. So it is quite a common thing for us streamers, look at me, I'm in the club, to slowly tweak things and add things. Right now, this stuff here, the open source live just chatting and this like effect in the background, that's an overlay that I got on one of these overlay sites. But that timer, boop, is me. It's all me. So that's that's an Ember app that's running in the background at the moment, which is fun. Boop. What is that? Must be my alerts. It is. Alex, I wonder if my M1 Mac will be able to handle streaming. I would say, Alex, that your M1 Mac would be able to handle streaming better than my MacBook Pro. Mine is a few years old at this stage, but I think the M1 would do particularly well at that. Cool. Let's go back to programming. Pew. Let's do this. Right. Yeah, we don't need that. So where were we? We were adding our Ember tries. 1216 resolutions. I don't know if we can actually have resolutions. I'm gonna delete resolutions because I think that's a yarn thing. Go away. Bauer. Source. Ember default, that's interesting. So Ember default is just normal. So that's how we used to do it, which we don't need anymore, I think, because I'm using the more modern way of doing it. Canary beta, that's cool. So that's that, and then the other thing that we need to do is go in here and see if there's anything. 4 Node.js 4. Oh, amazing. Yarn.js. So we don't need Travis.js. Travis YAML. Cool. Just gonna delete you. I'm going to go in here and what's going on here? Boom. Yeah, we're going to get rid of yarn lock, add package lock, Then we're going to go into our CI and we want to add this change. So what's this? That's interesting. Let me just check something. I might not be able to do it this way. npmjs.com Ember source. Let me check what versions it's got. Versions. 309 versions. Holy moly. What was it? 3, 4. Because there was a... Yeah. So the first ones that were actually in NPM was to 11. So it needs to be Bower. So I'm going to... Oh, Bower resolutions. Ah, that's why I was getting confused. So I'm going to undo that. 3.8. Oh, something weird's happening here. Let me jump to the file. Okay, so this one's right. Now we're going to make Bower. 3.8. 3.8. I'm going to delete this. That's probably going to now look the way that it used to. So 4 and 8 need to use Bower, and then 12 can start using the source. A1 tip top. Yeah, buddy. Does this look a bit better? So we're adding in 12 and 16. And we need to add this back in because it was Bower, Bower, Bower. And then we're removing default because that's not EmberTry. Coolaboola. Boom. Now the last thing is we need to go in here and add the new things. So, oh, I've lost it now. Do I still have it open? Oh, EmberTry. Yes, so we have 12 and 16. Oops. Boop. Boop. 12 and 16. Bing bada boom. And then we're going to just commit those. So now, going to... Well, it's upgrade, but we're going to reset using Ember CLI update. To 2.18 reset. Publish. GitHub open pull requests. Oh, why do you do it in the wrong window? Pew, 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 pew. Hello, Captain Skydiver. Bower. Yes, it is a pain. This is just to bring the blueprints back in line before we start upgrading too far. Okay, quick pull request. So now this is going to run all my tests. Nice one. And we don't have to run them locally because I don't know if my computer can handle running this locally as well as streaming. It might implode. But that's okay. Okay, so what are we doing now? What's next? Field guide deprecations. So, linting broke. Let me see what's wrong with linting. So actually, we're going to move to using, yes, we're going to use Node, npm CI. I also need to package lock file version, so I need to actually go and steal something from probably one of these, Empress blog, CI, yeah. Make sure that we're using latest npm, although it might not work in Node 6. Oh god, what am I doing? I'm a terrible person. Ignore engines. That's npm CI. Might have to downgrade and use like a particular node version, but we'll figure that out as we go along. npm run. npm run. I'm gonna go boom, 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 and then what's the no lock file equivalent? It's like ignore lock file or something, isn't it? Floating dependencies, no package lock. Test Ember. More engines. New. Cool. So I don't see any yarn stuff in there anymore. Yeah, get you gone, yarn. Boom, boom, boom. Commit and force push. Pew, pew, pew. Bet you it's not going to work with Node 6. This is going to be fun. Yeah, the thing that I'm trying to do is I want to make a release of this without deprecations, but I want that without doing a major version if possible. Might not be possible, it might be just silly even thinking about it, but we'll see. Only one way to find out. Okay, yeah, thought so. Okay, so npm no. Oh, can you do this? Cool. Can you get the 6.0 like changelog? Oh, so you can go to changelogs and it has the 6 changelog. Cool. Nice. Right, I'm going to try this with Node 6. npm 6 rather. So what do? I'm going to delete my package lock. I'm going to change all of my installs to copy, paste 6, place all. Then I'm going to px npm at 6 install. Yes. It's a little bit of a crazy experiment. I did an npm at 6 install. I think that's going to run npm install with node npm 6. And the way we're able to check that, oh hey, welcome back Min the Me. Way that we're going to be able to check that is we can look at the package lock version in the package lock.json. And if that is 1, then it did work the way that we hoped for. And of course it's a brand new install because I nuked the package lock. So it'll take a little while. Yes, so I think you missed that before you came back. This this pull request that I am working on, its node version is node 6. So I don't think npm 7 works in node 6. And I don't want to drop node 6 from the log file version 1. Look at that, that's brilliant. I don't want to drop node 6 from the tests until I get a release out. Or I don't want to do a breaking change if we don't have to. I'm going to do a breaking change at some point, but I don't want to have to do it yet. Soon. So, right. Now let's have a look. See. Does npm 6 run in node 6? Is that right? Node 6? npm 6? Node 6. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Come on. Bet you the link's gonna fail as well because I updated a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, it worked. Tests are failing. They happen quite quickly. Unexpected token ... Ah, Babel. Well, kind of. Not quite. Okay, let's see what happens. If you want to help with Rodney with a flag, real or party hat, I can give you the Rodney PNG. You can drop one on it. In fact, I'm going to just do that right now. I'm going to real quick redact the screen in case I open up something I shouldn't. Downloads. Where did I put it? I might have put it in documents. No. Maybe streaming? Stream. Stream overlays. See, I didn't actually. Oh, there he is. So, if we have lots of different, Rodneys, but there's actually technically a limit. I'll check what that limit is real quick. Where are you gone? There you are. Drop that. I think that's the square version. Emotes need to be square. It's so funny when I drop it to you directly in Discord. It's like giant Rodney face. It's so silly. Okay, so now I can turn back on my screen. Oh wow, what's going on here? Oh, there is now competition for the community challenges. We have 2 contributions to build something from front-end mentor in Ember. Pretty cool. Oh yes, what I said I was going to check what the limit to number of Rodneys I have. Okay, so I can do emotes. Okay, so bits viewer. So, yeah, it's quite complex. So there are multiple tiers of subs, and I have 1 emote slot that will be available to whoever's like at like tier 2 or tier 3 or tier 1. Tier 1's the standard. I also have bits. Customize rewards for your biggest sharers. You upload unique emotes starting at 1k and higher. So, like, I only have 1 standard emote slot at the moment. If we get up to 15 subscriber points, I get another emote slot. And the other ones are like if you sub at a higher tier, so pay more money, or if you give over 1,000 bits, which I think is $10. So it's so we can swap them out though. So we can have Party Rodney as a temporary thing. But yeah, we shall see. Okay, so why did lint fail? npm run lint js. Add-on test support. What? Why is it doing that? Packages on the list. Lib. We don't have a lib. Server. We don't have a server. Do we have test support? Don't think so. Nope. I don't know why this was here. Okay, so we do have a lint error. Add-on components. Object or prototype method has if has own property. Huh? Let me just check something. Ember API, EmberJS.com. I'm going to go back to the past, search in the strangely I don't understand this. Oh, actually, it's an ESLint thing, not a Ember thing. Okay. Object, a prototype that has. Oh my word. Why? Never use an object to show. God, that's a bit weird. I don't understand why I can't just do. What's wrong with that? I think that's fine. I think they were being overly cautious. Okay. So what else has failed? Tests. Oh, this is the unexpected token thing. So what is, but where is that unexpected token? npm start. Like this is a Babel thing. Okay, here we go. What's this? Somebody asking. But the syntax to fix is pretty simple, right? Yes, but it. So if we did what ESLint was telling us to do. What's this? Data icon must be a type string. Received undefined. Oh, nvm use 6. npm ig npm at 6, because now we're going to have the same scenario. Yeah, so the ESLint, what it was telling me to do was pretty simple. Oh, actually, I can move to just chatting. It was pretty simple, but just because it was telling me to do something relatively simple doesn't mean that it was right. Like the need for that isn't there anymore, if that makes sense. We don't need to do the has own property thing nearly as much as we used to. Hey, Dragon Blood, welcome. We are in our last break. After this, we will do another 30 minutes on this Showdown upgrade, and we'll see what happens. Boop-de-boo. So the thing that I'm kind of, we're left with some tests that were failing just before the break. But the thing that I'm kind of confused about is that I don't know how how we used to configure targets back in the bad old days. What was the Babel situation? Ember CLI Babel 6. Like there's no, actually maybe there is. Tests dummy config. There is targets. But it's not converting like the spread operator. I don't know why it's not converting the spread operator. Spread operator. It's always a bit strange, like working so far into the past that, like, stuff you can't. How do I put this? I can't verify the bug that this is having right now because the browser that it's actually running the tests in CI, I think is actually, oh no, it's not. It says Chrome. Huh. Ooh, new follower. Thanks for the follow, Damien Sire Dev. Welcome to the club. Yeah, this is a bit of a pickle, this one. It's also a good reason to have kind of these 5-minute breaks after 30 minutes. It gives your mind a bit of time to like decompress and to like, you know, chew on the challenging things that you're trying to figure out. I don't know though. I don't know quite how to fix this. Like the other thing to consider is that, you know, the thing that's failing is oh yeah. Min the Me did a stream last week. In fact, you're going to get a shout out. Twitch.tv Min. I can just use your name here, can't I? Copy? And then I do shout out. No. Min the Me. Min the Me? Yeah. Look, it says that you're streaming science and technology. Because your last one was science and tech. But the VOD should still be up from last week, where you were doing CSS stuff for Ember. It wasn't your most... Could you just update the browser it's running the test on? Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Swatching and drawing with alcohol. Not 100% true what you did. Technology. So you ask a very, very good question, Min the Me. Can I just update the browser? No, because that's not the problem. That's not the problem at all. Damn. I thought it wasn't the problem. I was thinking that maybe it's the ESLint in the tests me have a look, see. Because we're running linting separate, we don't need Ember. Yes. Ember CLI ESLint. We don't need this one. Because Ember CLI ESLint just runs linting like in the tests. So I think it's the linting in the tests that's failing. Potentially. Let's have a look, see. See now there's no linting there. So I'm going to npmi. Let's remove it. I do need ESLint itself as a dev dep. Oh. That's a very good point. Because it was dependent. So if we go to Ember ESLint 421. Ember ESLint. Let's go to tags 421. Let's check what major it is. Oh, TRB. I think I know who TRB is. And you have all of the context on all of these things. Where's broccoli lint ESLint 4.1? Oh my word. Package.json. Got to be an ESLint in here. There we go. 6 point. We'll drop that in. Pew. Pew. Dev. And then we'll npmi it. And then we'll put that back into fixed linting. Feels like everybody's got this alter ego with the with the Twitch names. Like we all, some of us know who we all are. Hence Min the Me's question. But it's, yeah, it's funny. Okay, let's commit this and then force push it. Pew, 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 pew. Oh wow! Hello. It's oik. Is that how I pronounce it? It's oik. It's O-I-K. It's oik. Nice one. I figured. Right, where were we? We were doing our testy tests. Let's see if that has improved the situation. Because I don't think we're depending on Chromium. Yeah, I don't think we are the ones deciding what version of the browser GitHub actions are running in. Tests. Oi. Or just oik. It used to be oikome. Oikome? Is that like a... It sounds Japanese. Unexpected token. Urgh. I don't know what version of things we're doing here. See. Google Chrome 93. So it's like totally okay. Test them. Launch in CI Chrome. Like Yeah, I thought the lints did pass. Let's go and check what that is. Linting. Because now we've removed the other type of linting. See, that's what I was expecting. Unexpected token. Wow, this suddenly gotten pretty highbrow. Babel ES lint. I'm not yet using Babel ES lint. Okay, so hold on. It's like I saw it in a book and liked it. Ancient Greek, meaning the known, the inhabited, or the habitable world. This sounds cool. Right, see you later, Min the Me. So, Babel ESLint. We're not using Babel ESLint. Is that a thing that I should be... Is that a thing that I should be doing? I'm trying to think. Let me try something else. Like, I'm trying to get something so old to pass, but maybe that's what's wrong here. Let me have a look. Ember new output. Let me try Ember add-on output, and then tags. I'm going to go and have a look at what 3.4.0 looks like. Package JSON. See, this is starting to look a little bit more. CLI Babel. No. Babel ESLint. So what I could just do is see, okay, hold on. There's two things here that are wrong. npm run lint.js. Didn't look at what the 256. So ESLint lib. Let's go and have a look at ESLint. Let me go npmy lint. Let's see which ESLint version. Oh yeah, it doesn't have it because npmy was in version 2.8.0 ESLint. What version are we on? Tags. Or sorry, 6.8.0. 6.8.0. And we want to go into lib. What was the thing I looked at? CLI engine. 2.5 whatever. This. So let's go into blame. Looks like they broke something in a non... What is it doing? Oh, because it's 256. It's like the task at hand is that I'm trying to get this Ember CLI Showdown, Empress Ember CLI Showdown, to pass tests with like an Ember upgrade thing. So like I'm resetting it to use the like blueprint at the version that it was actually on before I'm going to start upgrading it in the next while. So I need to get it to a good starting point where the tests are passing. But tests aren't passing because 218 is like 4 or 5 years old. So we need to try and figure out how to get it to pass. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like this was broken in this 2 years ago. Which was see, I don't understand because that's implying what? Yes, they added here 256. I don't know what version. This is very strange. So let me have a look. This was broken in this commit, which was on the 10th of May 2019. So if we go and have a look at date, is it npm info? So let's have a look. What was the date that I said? 10th of May 2019. 20 February, March, April, May 5th. So it looks like it was broken in 6. So if we just do 5, ESLint 5, it shouldn't be a problem. 5. Let's do that. Yeah, it's like this is a little bit extreme. I'm in like code archaeology territory here, so it is not. I like to encourage people to do more extreme things with Git, but the stuff that I'm doing now is like you shouldn't need to do it, and I'm going above and beyond, and I'm doing this wrong to make sure that it works essentially. Perfect. Let's just go. This was in add-on components markdown to HTML, add-on components. So let's try that and see if it actually errors. No. Interesting. It's not erroring anymore. Do I know something that would error? No unused bars. Perfect. So we seem to have moved on. So I don't actually need to make the code change, which is good. I'm happier with that. Boom, boom. And then we're going to do that fix linting, force push, force push. Now let's see if our GitHub is a little bit happier. Did I actually delete? ESLint. Yeah, I did delete Empress ESLint. That's the old way of doing things. Okay. It's nice, it's running. Oh, it passed. Yes. First one's done. Linting passed. Now let's see if the tests pass. Unexpected token. Damn it. But where? npm run test ember. Ooh, perfect. So it's different to the browser. WebSocket. JS. So who is depending on WebSocket? W load modules. So I need to look for that. WebSocket. Who's depending on WebSocket? Engine.io. It's engine.io. Socket.io. Who's depending on Socket.io? Test him. So who's depending on test him? Empress CLI. I don't think we can do this. I think we have to do a major. No way around it. I think we just have to. Oops. Did I click that? I didn't want to do that. Spread, yeah. So the earliest we can do. Oh. What? Oh, we're node 6. That's why. So the earliest we can do... Huh. I thought it was a spread. Let's have a look. 3, 5, 4. Yeah. Object spread. Don't you give me your resolution silliness. TRB. Yes, 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 we need resolutions. Yes, 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 that would help me here. They're going to be adding them to NPM. The key thing is that I'm doing the wrong thing right now. What I should do, and I'm going to do now, because why not? Because I have to. I can't get around it anymore. Is I need to just quit nvm use system rmrf node modules, no, rm package block npmi. Actually gonna undo that because that didn't actually help us. Oh, that one we do need. Yeah, fine, whatever. Yeah, we have to get this going in there. It's as simple as that, folks. Gotta drop support for old nodes because it's just too hard to get it working. It's a long time coming anyway. I'm not dropping any support for any Ember versions in this one. So like you're going to have this exact problem if you're trying to run old node versions to build an Ember app. Like Node 6 is EOL for a very, very long time. Let's see, we have 23 seconds. Are we going to get some passing tests in the 20 seconds that we have left? What do we think, folks? What do we think? 12 seconds. Come on, come on. Don't leave us on a cliffhanger. We've got a linting pass. That's good. 3 seconds. Come on. Woo! Test Ember worked. Fantastico. Floating dependencies is going to work now. Yep. Nice one. Because we're now on a node version that's not EOL. Brilliant. Cool. So we finally got some progress on this. This one. So like now it's just running the Ember try stuff, which is kind of, you know, it's nice, but it's not really the focus. Cool. So let's go and see if we can raid somebody. Who feels like a raid? Raid channel. Let's see what channels I have. Ooh, White Panther. Oh, I'm split now. Should I raid White Panther or should I raid the Ember person? Oh, they'll still be right back. So I think the Ember person you have... Yeah, everybody's saying Ember, you're right, but they're not there. At least White Panther is a good streamer that I know. Well, if you were streaming right now, it's Oik. I would raid you. Yeah, Panther is pretty cool. I wonder if I can stretch this out for a minute until she actually starts streaming, because she's starting soon. Who is the Ember person? I think I shouted them out already. Infandel. Their stream says that they're streaming Ember stuff. Right, let's have a look and see. Oh. Lots of followers. Right, we're going to have to raid White Panther, even though she is not currently in the driver's seat. But I have to go. I need to go and help with the kids' lunches. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. I've had a lot of fun. We've made some progress. Look at all those green ticks. Fantastico. And I will see you all around.